Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And, I got a surprise gift as we started today's show with my friend George Gregory brought me in something that I'd really cherished. It's an autographed copy of Catch a Better Life, Daily Devotions and Fishing Tips from one of my favorite guys, Jimmy Houston. If I'd known this, George, I probably would have worn my Jimmy Houston wig. I would have felt more comfortable with that. But it's kind of ironic to have this book, Jimmy Houston, and then we're going to talk to a young man here that recently won his first big tournament in the Bassmaster Elite Series. He's a champion now, $100,000. He's also from God's country in Arkansas. I did not know that, but we're really happy to have on Outdoors with Larry Ray, Joey Cifuentes, right, Joey?
Yes, sir. Yes, Cifuentes.
Cifuentes. Well, we had a coach here in Memphis called Justin Cifuentes, so you're close to that. That's cool. He did too.
Yep. Yeah. If you say his last name Fuentes, you just put the letter C in front of it, and say
that's
that
it. That's what I got you. But the cowboy. I mean, we know your boy's a cowboy. Okay. I mean, that's kind of like what you picked up. First of all, congratulations, Joey, and talk to a little bit about this. What happened to you down in Florida? Because you've had some great things happen to you, but to do what you did back in late February, to walk away out of Georgia, in Bainbridge, Georgia, and I said Florida, but I know what I was thinking of Seminoles, but Lake Seminole. You got a victory. Talk about this experience and what it's meant to you to win that tournament.
It means a lot to me and my family. I got a big support group behind me, and it's been a journey for me. I've been doing this for about, I think this is my 6th year starting or going on, and so it's and I've been close a couple times, and I kind of got right there at the end, and I couldn't get it done, and so this time it just made it that much better, and it was really awesome. It was a fun experience.
And the way I understand this, Joey, you grew up in Florida, then your family moved to Arkansas, and you're in the land, you're in the natural state with so much things going around you. And I realized that you started in the back of the boat, right? I mean, as a co-angler, you spent some time there. So how did that?
Yeah, so I met Larry Nixon.
There you go. That's what we were hoping you would say, the general, okay? Because we're really fans of Larry, and when I saw that, so tell our listeners how that developed and how you ended up doing what you're doing through the co-angler part of that.
Okay, so when I moved to Arkansas, I met a friend of mine, and we started fishing little team tournaments together, and then we went off to college and played baseball. We were roommates, but when I got done with college, I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, I would love to just go fishing with Larry one time because he's such a great angler and a legend in the sport, and
yes.
I just wanted to get in the boat with him." And so his dad was good friends with him. I did that. We hit it off pretty good. He saw my talent and asked me to go fish some tournaments as a co-angler with him down in Texas, and so I did that just as a learning experience and just to say I did, kind of to go with Larry. And I ended up winning the tournament. I qualified for the FLW Tour to fish as a co-angler. I won a tournament there too.
Yes, yeah.
And then so then I qualified to fish out of the front of the boat. And so I did that for the past 5 years, and I decided that it was time to try and go after the Bassmaster Elite Series, and that's kind of how I got to where I am today.
It's pretty amazing. The story is, as I read about you, you always thought you'd be in the Major League Baseball by now, right, Joey?
Yeah. That was my dream as a kid. I lived and breathed baseball. I mean, that's all I did. I played baseball all the time, and went to college, and that was my hopes. And then I kind of had some arm kind of got wearing out on me, and it kind of all fizzled out. And so when I got out of college, I was kind of trying to find what, didn't know what I was going to do. And this all came, I think, just came together, and it was just where I believe it's where God had me to be. So, and that's where I went.
And you spent some of your time, you were a mule rider, right? I mean,
yeah.
How many people are
yep.
going to know that? And I know Southern Arkansas is the mule riders, and I see where you actually transferred and played some baseball for the mule rider. I love that name. I always thought that was a great name for a team. But then all of a sudden, this fishing opportunity through Larry Nixon, you've worked your way up. So talk about the experience you just had on Lake Seminole, and because it was kind of as well as I've read about it, it was pretty tight and hectic because you had some other guys who are right up there. So talk about your experience at Lake Seminole.
Yeah, so just to give you a kind of an idea on Lake Seminole, there's two major rivers, the Chattahoochee and the Flint River come together.
Yeah.
And then there's a major creek kind of in between those, and it's really clear compared to the rivers. It's got a lot of hydrilla, and it has tons of timber in it.
Yes.
Lots and lots of timber. And so what I did was I got out in that timber, and it's very thick. I mean, about every 2 or 3 feet you go, there's a big
That's
tree.
Right. Yeah.
There's a big tree out there. And so I just got a spinning rod and got a drop shot, and I started going around and kind of pitching at fish I saw on my sonar, and ended up finding a good little pattern for the tournament. I didn't think it was going to be a winning thing, but it kind of progressed over the tournament. I started catching good fish, and I was leading it, and it was really a battle. There was to get those fish out of those trees and not get them hung in the trees and get them out. It was very stressful, and I managed to, kind of do the right things there and get it done. So,
well, day 3, I understand you lost a good fish. Everybody talks about things like that.
Yeah.
And when that fish didn't get in your boat, what did you do to block that out of your mind and keep that optimism that you had that ended up winning this thing? Because that could have demoralized a lot of folks. And I don't think people realize the pressure you guys are under, but that was a good-sized fish. So what happened to you after you missed that fish?
You kind of get a little discouraged. I mean, it's just part of it, but it's happened to me so many times now that
yeah, all of us, Joey.
Yeah, it's happened so many times that I try and clear it out of my head as much as I can.
Yes,
I stay focused on what I'm doing, stay positive, and just keep fishing hard. And I know, everything happens for a reason, and I feel like it was just kind of one of those things. It was you're going to have to battle adversity. It doesn't matter if it's in fishing or in life, and you just got to keep going. And so I just keep fishing hard. I mean, it's really tough, but,
it is.
But
yes,
you got to stay positive and just keep a really good attitude and forget about it completely and just keep going. So.
And folks, again, we're talking to Joey Cifuentes. I'm telling you, Joey, I'm just calling you the cowboy, okay? But I did notice, folks, this young man in 4 days caught 85 pounds and 2 ounces of fish in 4 days. Now I don't know what your goal was when you went into that tournament, Joey, but that's a great total. And yet in this sport, you never know till you get up to the weighmaster, and you're up there with the young man from Japan. You're up there, you know that Tyler is in the competition also. We know Tyler, and then you're standing there, and it's only that guy can do. He knows how to announce things. What was going through your mind when they called out your name?
I was just really obviously. I mean, hoping that I could do it. Because
yes.
I had no idea. And if you watch day 4, I had lost a few fish there too, and it was. I didn't think I was going to win, but really to be honest with you, I knew that it was already a win for me. Making the top 10 is only my second tournament. So
that's amazing. Yes,
I was, and my family drove 10 hours and came and all the way down there from Arkansas.
Yes.
Yeah, they were there. They surprised me, and I was completely surprised. And so I just kind of teary-eyed, but because it's pretty cool when I got 2 little daughters. They show up, but It was a success. It was great. I mean, I was happy, but obviously nervous because I've been wanting to win one of these major tournaments. So I was waiting for him to say,
yes.
He goes, you need 9
Yeah, he
pounds.
said, and you end up with 18-7, I think it was, and they hand you that blue trophy.
Yeah, and when he said 9 pounds, I don't know. There's a few pictures, but I put my hand over my mouth, and I was just thinking, like,
yes.
I was just like, oh my goodness, we have done this.
You have done it.
Just
in your
just
second term.
God.
Yeah. So what has it been like since then? I know you got, and we're going to ask you about what's ahead, but how's it been in these next couple of weeks like this? It's
I didn't realize kind of what all happens after you win a tournament. It's been huge. I mean, just all the people reaching out to me and congratulating me, and then the interviews and the podcasts and the radio shows I the people that support me mean a lot to me. So I've been going around and taking pictures with them, and it's been great. It's just a lot of people praying for me and trying to get that done, and so I want to show them some love too and the support. So just been soaking it in. It's been a great experience.
Well, folks, tell them how they can keep up with you, Joey, on social media.
Yeah, so any Facebook, Instagram, I have all the different channels. It's just Joey Cifuentes Fishing. And if you just type that in, Joey Cifuentes Fishing, I know my last name's kind of hard to.
No, it's maybe no. Just think of Joey C as the middle name C Fuentes. We can handle that now. Okay, I've got the middle block is over. Joey, again, thank you for taking time to be with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and congratulations. I know you're going to represent the sport greatly. It's obvious you've been brought up right, and you know how to handle things, and family man and things like that, and you've got your priorities in the right order. But we got your number now, Joey. We'll be coming back with you, okay, ma'am? All right?
Yeah, look forward to it. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
All right, thank you. Let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Be right back.